An NBA play. Back the other way for Ohio. Inside, that goes to Bazemore. Bazemore blocked by James Evans as he screams it back in his face. And that's Ethan Bradshaw. Bradshaw on the drive over Scott. Blocked again by James Evans. Back the other way, blocked by Evans again. That's 5 by my count. Evans and rewarded the other way.
And a 14-point lead.
It's just like that, folks, in the ABA. Former South Florida Gold product has it stripped away. Back the other way, Brandon Armistead. Nice little kiss off the glass for 2. 4:50 left in this first quarter. Bringing it up is Kenny Holmes. Screen by Scott. Holmes, contested, still gets that one to go. Nice play by Kenny Holmes. Holmes stole it. At the half-court line. Waiting over for a 3D rule. That doesn't count. They say he was over the line, but that's a 3. And just like that, it's a 5-point game for Steel City. At all, that's an air ball. A little bit of a roller ball. A.J. Blackwell, Johnny Agbana. So a little bit of a broken play right there, and Agbana
It's hustle plays like that can spark a team.
Back the other way goes Aaron Miller. Miller over to Thompson. He'll try on the wing. That one doesn't go. Skying is Kevin Lewis.
Did not see that coming from the smallest man on their team.
There's only been one 3D light tonight, and you have to wonder if the equal sides of depth on each side has certainly affected that. Steel City did get that 3D bucket, but since then it's really been touch and go each side. Holmes, one more pass. Cummings, he'll try for 3, and he gets that one to go this time.
That's going to be big for him. That's going to be big for him going forward. And, you know, back to your 3D comment, and I mean, that 3D was in the first, 5-6 seconds of the game.
Absolutely. Moorhead the other way, doubled by Steel City. One more pass, that's Finch. Finch with the ball guarded by Reddick. Finch wanted to go for a hard and 2. Reddick, he'll go for the jam! With 2 hands. Moore inside Fredericksburg, number 10. Stolen by Reddick. 3-point lead for the Yellow Jackets. Excuse me, Arrington. Arrington inside pass. That's Reddick, and he'll get that one to go. And it's a 5-point lead for Steel City. And just like that, a 3 by Cummings has really been the catalyst. 7 seconds left. Moorhead on the drive. Moorhead inside. Gets that one to go. Rolling shot clock. As that'll end the first half of play. And Steel City is up 3. Our first half score. The Yellow Jackets 56, the Fredericksburg Grizzlies 53.
Very exciting first half. I'm very much looking forward to the second half of this game, where I think we're going to have ourselves a little nail biter here. And I don't know how many nail biters you've called, but I have yet to see one.
Well, there was certainly one that knocked Steel City out of a little losing funk against the Cleveland Blazers.
It was right before I signed on, was the buzzer beater game.
So it's Holmes, 8 seconds left. Cummings over to Holmes for 3. That one bounces out, skying is Scott. That one doesn't go either as time runs out in the half. And we'll head into the break. Steel City up 20, the Yellow Jackets 67. The Ravens 47.
Yeah. We're a long way from 18-6 in the first quarter. Since then, they got 67 now, so that's, oh man, my brain's hurting from doing too much math. It's a lot of points for Steel City in that second quarter, because it was 22-20 after the first. So after a 22-point first quarter, you have a 45-point second quarter for Steel City, and that's the big difference.
It's just how it is for the Yellow Jackets at home. Every game we've seen here, Steel City gets into a little bit of trouble, and they, like Cowboys in the West, like it's Red Dead Redemption, they shoot themselves out of their problems. They start by really just driving to the hole, and then it's inside out. That's just how it's been.
Exactly, and I mean, there's been some baskets on the fast break, but for the most part, they've done a nice job of setting up their half-court offense, getting some nice looks down low to Akinkgube. I mean, he goes into the half with 10 points on the day. You have Holmes, who caught fire in the second quarter with, back-to-back-to-back triples. Now he's got, let's see, after getting one on the 3D light, that technically counts as a fourth three for him. So he's got 15 points in the first half. He was definitely a big part of it. And then you got Porter as well. He had another big first half. He's got 13 for the Yellow Jackets.
Again, as it seems like in quadrants of the game, the Yellow Jackets really just made plays.
Exactly, and it's not just one person making the plays, or if it is one person making the plays, it's not for long because another person comes and steps up.
So anyway, we'll take a break here as it's halftime. The Yellow Jackets 67, the Roc City Ravens 47 on Debonair Entertainment and Art Dent Media. We'll be right back, folks. And we welcome you back to our booth tonight here at the Giving Heart Community Center in Mount Oliver, a neighborhood of Pittsburgh. Steel City up 25 on the Baltimore Hawks, 66-41. Kenny Holmes leading the way with 15 points for Steel City. And as always, the broadcaster's blessing. We thought it was a curse early. First play of the game, turnover.
Right.
After that, it's been all nothing but blessed.
Nothing but that same consistency we've just grown accustomed to from Kenny Holmes.
Absolutely.
I wonder how Atlanta's doing right now. The Atlanta Aliens, you said? I wonder how they're doing as a team.
Yeah, because
without him.
You have to wonder it right now, because I've never seen a player who's consistently in the right spot, making the right plays every time. It's insane. How many times we mentioned the name Kenny Holmes hitting a three. Kenny Holmes all the way to the basket. Kenny Holmes, nice assist. Kenny Holmes, nice defensive play.
It's a combination of basketball skill and basketball IQ.
We reached our first media timeouts of the final frame. Tonight's game is presented by Debonair Entertainment and ArtNet Media, all in conjunction with 10 Talents International Studios. Everything's been in conjunction with the Yellow Jackets tonight, really. Mike Dixon hurt early tonight.
But he came back in. I haven't even seen them really run. They haven't run more than a one-man press. Dixon and Holmes have been pressing Moorhead on occasion by themselves when he's bringing the ball up the court. But I mean, even the two 3Ds were off of rebounds, so they weren't even really press situations.
The last 3D was kind of just like, again, like not knowing how much time there was
on the clock, right?
And it was
so
just
I mean, it's not been because of their press defense what we've grown accustomed to. I mean, so
it's all about
definitely doing it a different way.
Certainly, it's all about finding different ways to win. And as Steel City progresses into the playoffs, which they will be reaching at this moment, you know that there's going to be different ways they have to find. Moorhead on the drive gets that one to go. Nice little finger roll by Moorhead. Holmes will bring it up. Holmes, shifting gears, stops up. Calls for a screen. Hard screen by Ellis. Nice little play there. The screen and go. You can give Ellis the screen assist there. That's Finch. Finch on the drive. That one rolled out. Ellis again skying for rebounds. More on the turnover there. That's a 3D light. Don't go away just yet as we're approaching the halfway mark of this fourth quarter, and they're only down 9, 109-100. Does that play a factor on inbound plays?
It's definitely going to play a factor, especially on situations where when you're not allowed to run the baseline also. That also chops off half the court.
So to get the inbounds off, it's Akinkgube on the left wing for Steel City. They're calling a play right now. Inside Akinkgube, nice little post spin to the hole. And a foul. So Akinkgube, I like the way that he plays. I think you have to agree. He plays old school post-up basketball.
Old school post-up
early
basketball.
2000s NBA.
Yes.
College-style basketball.
Very early Kevin Garnett-ish.
Certainly. Playing post has been a lost art in basketball. It's certainly on levels like this. You see traditional bigs that'll post up and all that stuff, but even guys like James Evans, they can spot up and hit threes. How has the big man changed in basketball?
Well, the big man's changed because it used to be back to the basketball for a big man, and most offenses would go through the big man, not even to the point where he had to be the guy who takes the shot. He could facilitate. Most big men back in the day could at least get the ball back out to the shooters.
So back up top, Mohamed Fall as Akinkgube goes for one at the line. Bazemore couldn't get the first one, gets the second one to go on the follow-up.
But back to what the change now is, now you're looking for big men who can post up to get the ball back out to the three-point shooter or be the three-point shooter himself.
Like Evans was right there, but that one doesn't go as back the other way goes Ohio. Aaron Miller with the ball. Aaron Miller, corner, three-point shot. That one doesn't go, as that was Mohamed Fall for three, but no dice. And back the other way is Gilmore Cummings. Scott. Nice play. Evans posting big. He'll try for three, and that one rattles home.
Evans finally finding his stroke from the three-point range. He is now.
So Steel City 21 up, 1 minute left in the third quarter. Dixon. Over to Ellis. Ellis, he'll try for three. That one airs out. Little cat-like Spider-Man move by Evans. It doesn't matter, it's out of bounds. And here comes Baltimore with the ball back. It's Deshaun Bradshaw. Bradshaw over to Arrington. Bradshaw switches and switch back. Stolen by Blackwell, but he couldn't handle it. Fawcett, floater alert. That one doesn't go. Back the other way, Blackwell. Over to Ellis. Baseline, skying pass from Dixon over to Blackwell. Blackwell going to the basket. That one doesn't go. Tapped high by Ellis, but it's a Baltimore ball. As you could credit the rebound to Harvey. Over to Bradshaw, back to Vaughn. Vaughn on the drive, guarded by Dixon. Back up top, Bradshaw. Now he has Akinkgube guarding him. 5 seconds left. Bradshaw.
Good defense. Good
defense by Blackwell. That one won't go as well.
Great defense by Blackwell.
He got hand on ball, and Bradshaw couldn't do anything with it as we end the third quarter of play. Steel City up 21. The score, the Yellow Jackets 92, the Baltimore Hawks 71. Back to Blackwell driving on the baseline. Nice little move to get the two.
E.J. Blackwell and Giovanni Ellis were high school teammates at Rochester High School.
So certainly nice little chemistry between those two as it is between us.
And I'm certain that's why Pippens has them on the court at the same time.
He tends to have common matchups of players that he puts out there. He does a lot of platoon swamps, a lot like the Ohio Kings does in their first year. Yep. I talked to their owner via Facebook Messenger. He had positive things to say about this team's transition into the ABA.
Okay.
Second one goes for Reddick. A 10-point lead for the Yellow Jackets. That's Quentin Jones. Faces up and gets that one to go. Hand down, man down for Evans. Yeah. And it's Dixon. Dixon over to Evans. Evans stripped. Elmore gets it back. There's Dixon. Dixon, one more pass. Blackwell. Thought about shooting, didn't go. He'll go for a two instead. That one doesn't go. Tapped out by Evans, and the ball will go to Fredericksburg. 1:15 played in the fourth quarter. It's Tim Turner. Tim Turner. No one around for Patterson, and he doesn't get that one to go. Long pass on to Blackwell. Couldn't handle it. Back the other way is Turner. Turner on the drive. Over. That's Finch. Finch, as he'll drive inside.
Out of bounds.
That one's out of bounds.
Staying here with Fredericksburg.
So it's Turner, or excuse me, Moorhead. That's Patterson in the corner for 3. So back the other way, it's Mike Dixon, guarded by Moorhead on the wing. Reddick in the post. Wanted to go over someone, didn't get that one to go. A little bit of tap around there. Inside, that's Blackwell. One more pass outside. Elmore for 3. Bounces home off the glass. Banks open for Elmore. His first 3 is a Yellow Jacket. 2:19 left in this third period of play. Yellow Jackets up 95-76. It's Harris, guarded by DJ Porter. Harris for 3. Not this time. Rebound. DJ Blackwell trying to fill up the stat sheet. Lost the handle. Back the other way is Bowler. Bowler, spin move to the hole for the 2.
Oh, that was 3D light was on for that one. So that's 3 points. Yep. Up to 79 now for Roc City.
Holmes, Akinkgube. Underneath the basket, gets that one to go. Bryan Akinkgube continuing his hot start after injury.
Akinkgube looking for a call there, but I don't know if he's going to get too many calls from now on. He's been pretty assertive himself down low.
Plus, when you get up from a little bit of injury there, certainly the referees will believe you could fight that. Harris for 3 the other way for Roc City. 97-82, 1:17 left in the third period. Holmes, step back jumper, gets that to go for 3 as Steel City reaches the century mark.
Holmes pair of 3s here in the second half, and yeah, now it's back to a 17-point lead, 182.
Sherrod Harris. Harris on the drive. Harris over to Coleman for 3. That one is an air ball. Holmes, no one around him. He'll shoot for 3. Yes, again, Kenny Holmes.
Holmes lighting up the scoreboard in the second half. He's got 11 points so far in this third quarter.
Holmes taps it out. Remains Roc City ball. 39.8 left in the third period of play. Bowler underneath the basket. He'll go to the line.
That one looks like it's going to be on Akinkgube there. Just coming down on the hand instead of the ball that time. But if you want a clean block, go back a little bit earlier in this video once everything's said and done and watch that Akinkgube block again.
That one rolls out for Bowler. Akinkgube is certainly, he's been a favorite for me to call. You know, last name's fun to pronounce, Akinkgube. And of course, he's just an old throwback to the days of old, the days of Damien Shavers post play.
I mean, post play is a huge part of his game, and he's definitely has had that on full display tonight. I'm pretty sure all of his points have been in the paint.
Jason Arrington back in for the Yellow Jackets as the scoring parade continues, and he'll go to the line.
22 seconds left here in the third quarter. Back to a 20-point lead at 103-83 for Steel City. Like you said, Arrington at the line. He hasn't scored yet in the second half, but a big first half for him. There's his first points of the second half. In that first half, he actually put up 9 for the Yellow Jackets, just one short of double figures.
And he gets the second one as well. So it's a Pise, guarded by Akinkgube. Stolen by E.J. Blackwell. He'll go to the hole and gets the 2. Nice little kiss off the rim. Almost stolen by Reddick, but it's almost stolen by Arrington as well, but they'll call a foul. The ABA National Championship Series is in Binghamton, and so is the All-Star Game, which the last 2 years Steel City has held here at a Giving Heart. And that shot goes for Harris. It's a 3-pointer for the Ravens. 23-point lead for the Yellow Jackets, 30 seconds into this fourth period of play. Almost stolen by Hall. And when we talk about the All-Star game here, Steel City, especially in the last 2 years, has certainly represented. Tone Reddick, a 2-time ABA dunk contest champion, 3-time All-Star. Gilmore Cummings, a 2-time All-Star. Jason Arrington competed in the skills competition, 3-point skills competition. And Kenny Holmes was a 2018 All-Star for the Atlanta Aliens here at the Giving Heart Community Center. They held the All-Star game 2 consecutive years. It's certainly a big honor when you look back at Pittsburgh's history in the ABA. So many failed teams. The Pittsburgh Explosion, the Pittsburgh Phantoms. What else? Really, it's just
I would say all that matters is the team that's sticking right now, and that's the Yellow Jackets and how well they've played. And, you know, the 4 players you mentioned who were in the All-Star game, I mean, they've all got double-digit points tonight. So it just goes to show the consistency of these players.
We're waiting to see who Steel City, even though they're an Eastern team, would qualify for the Western Conference All-Star team. Inside pass. That's a Pise. We can give about 2 Yellow Jackets a block there. You counted for quarter by my eyes. Out of bounds. Ball remains with Roc City as Coleman inbounds it over to a Pise. Arrington wanting to go for the steal. That's what he loves to do.
I say almost able to get the steal there.
Harris spins out of the corner 3. A little too much there. Dixon skies for the rebound. Long pass on to Reddick. Reddick for 3. Gets that one to go. Another 3 for Tone Reddick, his second.
Reddick cherry picking a little bit back there, but that's not someone you want to leave alone at the 3-point line.
The Ott Elmore, West Virginia Warlock special. Coleman gets that one to go. Reddick over to Arrington, almost stolen by Coleman, but that one's out of bounds. The player of the game tonight is Kenny Holmes. Man, Mr. Consistency. Again, I mean, just talk about tonight. I mean, certainly you had 8 3-pointers, maybe 9. We got to get the count out, but just talk about what you were trying to do this game.
Well, really, it was just we wanted the last game of the season. We wanted to finish strong, and it's really about us moving the ball. So, any game, any night, it could be anybody's night. So, we just try to come out there, share the ball, and let the best happen. If we play together, I'm telling you, we can go anywhere. You feel me? So it's just like, come out here, play our hardest, play together, and whoever's on top that day is just on top that day.
We've seen a little bit of the dunk contest you have over there. I know sometimes on the break you like to pass those up. Kenny, come on.
Hey,
you
look,
gotta
man.
do that.
Hey, those are my times to let my teammates shine, So when it's time for me to shine, they're a little bit, look to me to do what I do. But when I can get them involved, that's why I'm here, to get them involved, First to get them involved and get my game going.
Certainly. Have you heard from the ABA about All-Star game recognition?
Oh, man, I don't even worry about that stuff. As long as we keep winning, get a trip to New York, that's really all I care about. Get a chance to win that ring and, make it happen. That's really all that other accolades. I've been doing this a long time, so it's really just about winning now. It's not about that extra stuff.
Absolutely. And has there been a confirmation for you guys? You guys heading to the playoffs?
Well, we'll see. I don't know. I'm waiting on Coach Ace to let us know. And, whatever happens, happens. It's in God's hands, and if we get a chance, we get a chance.
Well, Kenny, thanks again for talking to me, to us all here at Facebook Live. And wherever the season goes, hopefully you come back next year, because it's certainly been fun to see you play out.
Thanks, man. It's a pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be in Pittsburgh. It's cold out here. I'm from the South, from Atlanta, but I'm glad to be here, man. I love these guys. They're my brothers, so.
Absolutely. And Kenny Holmes, Steel City Yellow Jackets, thank you again, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Follow Debonair Entertainment at BlackCode412 on Twitter and Debonair Entertainment on Instagram, Facebook, and of course, make sure that you follow the Steel City Yellow Jackets page for the latest if we make the playoffs, games from live streams from the games, wherever they may be, Chicago and hopefully Binghamton in the championship game. Again, we thank you so much. We appreciate this so much. And for one final time, good night from Mount Oliver.